Alright YouTube, here's another random project that I just got finished up. It's in the prototype stage. It's the Knight Rider Kit Larson sweeping effect, but I also added an MP3 module that when everything is triggered, the MP3 module plays the sound file of the actual sound effect when the light swooshes back and forth. It's triggered by the microwave proximity sensor. I'll put all the details in the video description. This project currently contains two @tiny85s. If I was better at sketching, I could have probably made it work with just one, but this is what I've got so far. So let me move around so I can show you what it does when you trip it. And if you stop moving it, pretty much it's good to go. The range on this thing is way too far out. It's about 21 foot. I've tested this. I need to figure out a way to take the actual microwave sensor and tone it down so it's not as sensitive, maybe 5 foot range. I've done quite a bit of research on the module itself, so I think it's doable. But let me go ahead and strip that again for you guys. I'll keep my hand moving, it should stay rolling. But I thought that'd be pretty cool, so that when you're walking up to my truck, it does the Knight Rider swoop as kind of like the warning, like, hey, my alarm's gonna go off. But tell me what you guys think. I will show the diagrams, close-up shots. This was printed in the Natural 3D Solutions Natural Color PLA. I will also put links on Thingiverse to these light files here, the light bars themselves. I had to make, I don't know how many different revisions to make sure that the NeoPixel strip fit perfectly in there, and then I just plan on running some 100% clear silicone in the back of that, and then I put the screw holes in. As you can tell, there's a lot of failed prints that just were bad design on my behalf, but I will include all the files, so if anybody finds it interesting, there's the tiny little relay, and I'm running that right off the GPIOs on the @tiny. I'm just weird, I don't use resistors, so I'll probably fry this thing in the long run, but it's kind of where I'm at. Let me move again. So it's sensitive, but if you're just moving your hand around, sometimes it doesn't pick it up. If your body's moving, let's see here. I don't know. It's all rough draft right now, but it's working, and I'm super excited about it. I'll try to put the sketch information up here soon as well. But the sound effect, I only put one sound effect on the micro SD card here. There's only one sound effect that I loaded on there, and by default, when this thing gets power, it just plays the first track that's on the micro SD card in MP3 format. I'm sure Wave would work too. But, I mean, you could change this lighting to just be a basic underlighting for your vehicle, and then it plays a sound effect as you approach your vehicle, or just no sound effect. But it's something that I'm going to try to put out there as an open source fun project for people. I might sell a few of them, I don't know yet, but just let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, I'll be more than willing to help out. Okay, so I'll give you guys a brief overview of all the parts and the process that was pretty much put together for this. Here is the microwave proximity sensor. Some of you are familiar with them. You can get 5 of these for about $1 to $2, depending on where you're looking at. They get more expensive if you go like Amazon, you get them faster, but I'm a big AliExpress head, so I usually just order. I always have stuff coming. That is for the proximity sensor. You've got your voltage in, your ground, and then it's got an out signal, so when you trip it, it will automatically send a signal on the outside. There's a lot more you can do with this. I won't get into detail with that one right now. Tons of little @tiny85s, but there's 2 of them on this project. So I've got the one that runs the beginning part of the sketch. Once the out signal of the microwave proximity sensor is tripped, it turns juice on to the second one that's here. And then that way I have more control on the delay, because this microwave sensor, they're awesome, but they're very kind of cut back as far as your delay settings and all that stuff. I've seen videos where you can put potentiometers in there, resistors in certain places. I've heard good things and bad things. I haven't tried that yet, and it's something I will go over. But something else to note is that the at Tiny 85 that I used, it's been modified as far as the bootloader. So I get these chips. There's nothing on them. I stick them in this jig here. Boom. I use AVR Dude and put micronucleus on it. It's a custom hex file that I found online through digging through some forums to alleviate that 7-second delay that happens when you first fire up one of these, or say like an @tiny, @mega. There's a 7-second delay. It looks, for a few things, and then it trips your sketch. Well, that 7-second delay, originally these were going to be turn signals. So if you hit your turn signal, you wouldn't want it to wait 7 seconds before it initiates the sketch. So that took me forever. Solved that problem. So you put this in here. You put the micronucleus on. Once you do that, you can plug it into this little board here, and then you can chuck your sketch on. But something else to note is you need a jumper wire across. What pins are those? P0 and ground to be able to upload a sketch. Once you've uploaded the sketch, you can pull the wire off. It doesn't matter. Give you a close-up of that. Those are about $1. You can find them all over the place. I'll put a link in the description for that. That was homemade. Just a quick jig. You can find videos all over on that as well. Try to throw some links up. Yeah. MP3 module. Once again, they're just available all over the place. You can get 5 of them for almost nothing. And you put the micro SD in there, put your MP3 on there. These have like 101 different things you could do with them, but this is what I chose to use for this project. I know there are like actual chips out there that you can load a WAV file on, and you can buy like a 10-second chip or a 20-second chip, but I didn't go that route. The other thing, just kind of off topic, I always take like one of my kids' fingernail polish. I'll just kind of heist that for about an hour while I'm doing these, and I put a little dot in the corner, the top corner pin, little marking. I just put a little dab of fingernail polish on there, so that way I know that there's already a bootloader on this. The fact that these are white and these are red is irrelevant, because I did them at 2 different times, but I hate getting mixed up on my chips. And that way, if you do put a sketch on there, and it's some unique sketch that you want to remind yourself of, you can just take another thing of fingernail polish and just put a dab right in the middle of it, or whatever works for you. But the NeoPixels thing has been my absolute newest infatuation. Getting those at AliExpress. You got about a meter of them. There's usually 30 on this particular style that I buy. There's 30 NeoPixels. They're not rated for outdoor use, but I mean, with a little bit of modifying, I'm sure you could, no problem. $1.50 though for a meter of these, and it's just absolutely amazing. The fact that they're individually addressable and you can do pretty much any color pattern and any color. It's just really, really, a lot of people are just now starting to really get into it and realize what the vast the options you can do with it. It's just crazy. So that was that. Let me get a close up of these other guys here and tell you my mistakes. So this is which one's the first one? Okay, so here's the first one I made. I put a little channel in there, open on both ends. Horrible mistake, wasn't wide enough. Couldn't fit the actual strip in there. I actually only measured it just so that the LED would fit in there. But then I'm like, well, wait, how am I going to get that to stay permanently affixed in there? The sticky side's on the other side. Okay, bad idea. So I made the new one. It's got screw holes integrated and all that good stuff. Still, I wasn't using my head and only made it wide enough for the LED, the actual pixel itself, to go in that track. So I ended up making the final one. Let's see if I can peel this back a little bit. It's a double track. So you've got a deeper track that's in there to fit the pixel, and then another track to fit this, the backing. And then just plan on running some silicone or something just to seal them up. But I mean, literally, you got about 10 cents in printing this stuff. There's 7 pixels per light bar, so that's 14 NeoPixels. That's less than 30 for 4 bars. So, and I paid $1.50 for 30 of them. So I mean, just right here, and then the @tiny85s, courtesy of microchip.com. They gave me those, but I mean, it's not like I'm trying to sell these. I'm really just trying to prototype an idea here that could possibly go to the market. I don't know. We all say that, and nothing ever happens, but awesome. So yeah, there's only a couple bucks in this whole project, and it sure beats going to your local brick and mortar store and spending $50 for some kind of smart light. You know, I mean, if you wanted, you could swap out these @tiny85s with, say, like one of these little dudes here, and give it some Wi-Fi capability. I mean, you give it Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, you can make a quick app using MIT App Inventor 2 or something. But mainly, was the light bar project is what I wanted to show. I've built so many projects, and it seems like I get so enthralled in my projects that I don't spend the time to share them with anybody. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm no pro at this, and I really apologize for the poor presentation. Maybe in time I'll get better at this, but yep. Awesome, guys. Take care.